Hey, welcome to Jeff and Crackhead Devlog 4. Well, it's Jeff and Campbell now, but we're going to keep it Jeff and Crackhead in the YouTube videos just for consistency. So if someone's looking for it, blah, blah, blah. All I really did in the beginning of the week was I was editing the tile set and the player characters so their animations were a bit smooth. And then this is the new art style with the dark outline, black lines, to kind of match the characters that I've created, because that's just kind of the style of the game. And I didn't want to use art from someone else. The next thing I added was these little yellow balls. As you've seen before, the battle system is based on time, and these little yellow balls give you something to do while you're waiting for your chance to attack. Every time you touch one, it boosts up your meter so you can attack quicker. And from here on out, I was just trying to add a bunch of cool stuff. So now, instead of just attacking whenever you get to your turn, you can do a double attack, like you would normally in, say, Paper Mario or Mario and Luigi. You got that time where you can press the attack button again after you've already attacked to get that second damage. Like that. And then you got the little combo meter comes up. The 2's off center. I will fix that later. Right now, I'm not really worried too much about graphics. I'm just trying to get things to work. While I was at it, I decided to change up the magic. At least the first spell. Give it something different. And now, whenever you charge, you actually have a certain amount of time. And if you press it fast enough, you can get all the way to green and shoot 3 projectiles in that turn. If you only get orange, it's 2. If you only get red, it's 1. I thought that was a bit better than where you are definitely going to get an attack, but it's going to be a set amount, and it's a pain in the ass to get working for some reason. Now, the other day, I had my brother test out my game, and it wasn't very clear to him on how to play. So I added this little thing up top to tell you what mode you're in to make it definitely clearer on what is actually going on. The little tutorial in the beginning should help people understand. He didn't really have that because I was running into some issues I had to fix. But I got everything working. And yes, I know it's off-center. I did fix that. Don't worry. It bothered me too. I guess I really was just going to show you this battle here. Because this guy had issues last time where he didn't want to attack at all. I did go back and figure out what that was about. For some reason, there's still an issue with him whenever he's with other characters. He won't attack until he's the only one left. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because it's kind of it's a glitch, but maybe it works out for that specific enemy. And with the tiger lilies, they almost have the same problem. But their thing is, they'll attack perfectly fine as long as there's not another tiger lily. But if there is another tiger lily, they'll just wait patiently until that specific one is dead, and then they'll decide, okay, now I'm going to attack. Maybe they just don't care enough about their friends. Yeah, he can handle it. Oh my god, he's dead. I'll get him. Oh, it's just okay. If you guys noticed through this entire video, my voice has been kind of muffled. That's because the headphones I usually use to record decided they're just going to go crap themselves, I guess. So I'm using my phone at this point to record the message in the background to kind of explain things. Whatever. What took me the most time, and the main reason there wasn't much done this week, as of last week, just like last week, I had all these issues. Well, I got them all fixed. The game worked perfectly fine until I decided to implement this thing called Delta Time, which is a complicated thing in its own right, but it is very important for someone if they were going to play your game on a slower computer. Because my game is optimized for my computer, but if someone has one and it's a little slower, the frame rate's going to go down. If the frame rate goes down, then Delta Time will multiply the speed of everything in your game by a certain point to compensate for that. So if it's supposed to run at 60, if it's running at 15, that's a quarter of the speed it's supposed to be at. So obviously it would run very, very slow. And luckily there's a way to test for this whenever I'm in my games. I can just change the setting to 15 and it'll run and show me what it's going to look like. Well, with Delta time, everything ends up where it's supposed to be at the right time. The only thing is, I mean, slower frame rates, obviously, there's less to work with. So the game's a little bit jumpy at slower frame rates. But I think it beats having to wait 10 minutes for a timer to go down when it should have gone down in a second or maybe 2 at the longest, however I have it set up. Oh, I haven't paid attention to the timer, really. I got it set up to a point where the game's moving left and right, back and forth, all over the place. You know, it's kind of a fast-paced, turn-based game. It's its own thing, and it's kind of hard to explain. You have to play it for yourself. My brother didn't really get it at first, but once he did, he got really excited. And, you know, that feels good, finally having someone able to play your game and give you some feedback. I can't wait to get this demo out so people can actually try it, at least what I've got so far. There's going to be one more little area. You can get to the town, you can get Crackhead, and then there's going to be a little boss at the end. It's going to be the first boss of the whole game, and up to that point will actually be what the game's going to be like. Of course, I'll improve some things for the final game. You know, there's always something that needs improved. Maybe I'll go back and fix some more graphics, who knows, or make something a little smoother, depending on feedback from people who play it, obviously. Feedback is it's a must-have for things like this. And I'm really hoping that if you're into this game and you think it looks cool but it needs something, just comment it. This is going to be a big project, so, you know, the more feedback I can get, the more ideas that come flowing in, always the better. 2 heads is better than 1, you know. Now that my brother's excited about it, he's at home right now with a notebook, writing up ideas that he wants me to put in the game. And you know what? I'll take it. If it fits the game's, you know, style and feel, I'm all for it. I'll throw that in there. Okay, there was one last thing I decided to add in this week, and that was just making it so whenever you get Crackhead, you can swap from him to Jeff on the fly, anytime in the world. Because eventually they're each going to have, you know, like unique powers that you need to solve puzzles and whatnot that you unlock over time. I've had to record this like 3 times because my wife keeps texting me, and then the notification ends up in the recording, and dang, man. Yeah, this right here, it took me a little longer than I'd like to admit, but it works now, so we're all good. Yeah, right there. I didn't animate his forward and backwards punch yet, so that's no big. But yeah, that's what I got so far. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.